Hey, Ding Squad. Welcome back to our exclusive YouTube series, Regretful Parents.
Ay.
Today, we're hopping into my favorite place to get Regretful Parents content, Facebook, on the I Regret Having Children Facebook page. Erica, are you ready for this?
Oh, we haven't even said like, hi, I'm Erica. Hi, I'm Kristen. Want to do that?
Oh, sure, let's do that. I'm Kristen, and I don't have kids.
And I'm
Erica.
Erica. And do I have kids? Only those close to me can find out. Let's go.
Okay, we're jumping in. So this one is from 6 days ago. Starts with, I got pregnant 3 months into dating a guy. Total accident. I didn't want to keep it. But apparently that made me a monster. He cried, called me a baby killer,
Oh!
told me I'd regret it forever. Came with me to the abortion consult and cried so hard that the doctor refused to go through with it.
What?
So yeah, that was cool.
Wait, just straight off the rip. Do not have a kid with someone you've only been together with for 3 months. You do not know enough about that person's genetic makeup. You don't know enough about their psychology.
Yeah. I mean, more importantly, you don't want to spend the rest of your life tethered to somebody who you barely know.
No.
Not good.
No.
But that's so fucked.
And if that's how he reacts in this situation,
scary.
my God.
Ooh, I can't believe that the doctor wouldn't go through with it because the guy was crying so hard.
That's
That
crazy.
is not and should not be a prerequisite for being approved for an abortion based on how emotional your partner is.
It's crazy.
There's no option to give the fetus to boyfriend to carry the child to term.
Right. This is why don't bring your partner unless you're on the same page.
Keeps going.
I don't know.
Worse.
Okay, great.
We got married.
Oh!
Because clearly this person's a stable human being. Oh, actually, literally the next line is, because clearly that's the next logical step after being emotionally blackmailed into motherhood. Okay, at least she recognizes it now. He told me once the baby came I'd be over the moon. Turns out the only thing I've been over is it. Since then, my job, trashed. My mental health, diagnosed and medicated. My life, unrecognizable. We're divorcing now. He's fighting me for custody. And the honest truth, he can have it.
Oh.
I don't feel connected to this kid. I do the parenting stuff because I have to, not because I feel anything special. My parents are trying to guilt me into keeping him, offering to quote unquote help. That's nice. Still no.
No.
I love my kid the way you love a houseplant someone gave you out of guilt. You keep it alive. You don't necessarily want it.
Oh! Whoa!
So yeah, if he wants custody, I'm not stopping him. Good luck to them both.
And you know, it's the clock is ticking for this man to get on the internet and be like, I thought she was going to change her mind. I thought the hormones would make her want to stay. Mm-hmm. She's a selfish bitch.
I mean, that line of like equating a child to a houseplant that you just keep alive. Like, there truly are people who don't feel a connection to their child. And so to promote that it's inevitable that you love this thing more than you've loved anything, and it's unimaginable how much love you have for this kid, you would do anything for them. It's not always the case. So stop forcing women who don't want kids to have kids.
Yeah, sometimes the hormones are not enough.
All right, top comments. Don't just give him custody. Sign over your rights. He may only want custody because he thinks it will hurt you or you'll fight him on it. Once he sees you're okay giving custody up, he may change his mind. You've got nothing to feel ashamed or embarrassed about. Give him the kid and live your life.
Wow.
I'm going to keep going. Do it. He wanted the child and cried over it. He can have it.
I wish that she had given us more. I wish she gave us more. Specifically, I want to know like what he's like as a dad. Does
Mm-hmm.
he actually know how to take care of the kid? I do want to know how that's going. And I also am pissed that they didn't tell us how long they've been married.
All we know is that it's been long enough that they had a kid and now they're
Yeah.
divorcing.
Yeah.
I mean, it is interesting when the dad wants full custody, though. It always makes you like question, like, why is that? Like, is he actually aware of all the parenting? Is he already doing all the 100% of the parenting? Like, obviously, we always have follow up questions, but it does interest me when a dad wants full custody.
I know. I feel like there's so many like men's rights activists online too who are like, women always get custody and men don't. And I'm really loving this trend that we're seeing of more women just being like, you take him. Take him.
Mm-hmm.
Good
Mm-hmm.
luck.
Well, it's funny because then you see the resentment, like, on regretful parents later from the dad who's like, now I have sole custody and I
Yeah.
hate my life.
Yeah, and I hate her. What a bitch for doing this to me. This thing that I desperately wanted and cried in the room for.
You weep what you sow, bitch.
Did you say you weep what you sow?
You reap what you sow,
Thank you.
bitch. I mean, he did weep, you know.
Yeah.
I agree murdering your child wouldn't be the answer, but if you don't feel a connection to your baby, then the child deserves to be with someone who does.
Murdering your child.
Yeah, because remember the dad was like, don't murder your kid. Basically anti-abortion person here.
Yeah, but okay. I don't like that they brought that up again.
If you don't feel a connection to your baby, then the child deserves to be with someone who does. Whether that is the father or someone else, you shouldn't be guilted into keeping a baby when you know someone else can love them better. Should I open up the comments of that one?
I
The
am
top.
confused. People can give their kid up for adoption. Like, because I keep seeing people say this. You can give your kid up for adoption after they're born?
Of course.
Like, when you've been parenting them for some time, you can still.
Oh, yeah, that happens a lot. I mean, I don't know the numbers, but it happens
It happens.
regularly.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, you can put toddlers up for adoption, and that happens all the time.
Doesn't that feel illegal a little bit?
No, and it shouldn't,
Oh,
right? Like
okay.
we want people to have a safe space to like have their child be with
I
somebody
guess,
who's gonna
yeah,
take
it
care of
just
them.
feels crazy.
But
I
it
don't
has
know,
to be
it's-
through like formal means. You can't just abandon your child. There's a difference between I'm just going to put my kid in the park and disappear versus
Yeah.
going through the proper protocol.
Okay, interesting.
Okay, so the top comment to that response was, it's not murder and it's not a baby. Take that pro-life ignorance and shove it where the sun don't shine. I love that.
That's funny.
I don't even know what this means. But the next comment is, bacterial vaginosis out here making me grateful for giving up the religion I was raised with. There's usually at least one a day. Today it's you. Thank you for your service. What is bacterial vaginosis? What is I'm afraid to Google this on my phone. What is it? Vaginal bacteriosis? Or what was it?
I think that they were just coming up with like a.
No, it's a condition
a
caused
thing?
by too much of a certain bacteria in the vagina. It happens when bacteria usually found in the vagina grows too much. That this growth upsets the balance of good and bad bacteria in the vagina. Bacterial vaginosis tends to occur during childbearing years.
I think they were
What?
just looking for an insult. And that's the first thing that came to their mind.
I think you're right. I think you're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's
Wait, can I
Okay, what?
just go back to the can you put your kid up for adoption conversation? Because I did
Did you
Google
Google it?
this. I'm on Reddit. And there's one person who said you can sign custody over to the state, but you still have to pay child support until the kid is legally adopted.
That makes sense.
This person said, I know someone who gave up custody of her 13-year-old because of challenging psychiatric issues. She defaulted on child support when she was younger, so they're still garnishing her checks, and he's like 35 now. Another person said, one of my classmates had his parents do this in early 2000s, but he didn't get put up for adoption. He was put in the foster care system. And they later said it definitely made things worse for him. He resented his parents for it, and he ended up taking his own life in his 20s. Then this is actually what I wanted to read. There was a third person who said, it depends on your local laws, since they vary from state to state and country to country. But generally in the USA, 4 years old is the maximum age you can put a child up for adoption.
Interesting.
After that, your only options are looking for help and resources.
Ugh,
So
that
yeah,
should be
I
its own
guess
episode.
yeah. Later on it says like it's considered abandonment and maybe punishable by imprisonment.
Thanks for listening. This
This has
was
been-
a Regretful Parents YouTube exclusive. If you want more, check out the others.
If you want even more than that, check out our podcast, Stinky Podcast, wherever you listen to podcasts or here on YouTube.
Or Dinky Pod on social media if you like memes.
Yes. Bye.
Love ya.